George II. I think maybe the second day of shooting, it was a night shoot, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And Johnny and Kevin McNally and myself are lying on the ground on the edge of this cliff overlooking the Spanish camp. And it takes a little while for the massive 3D camera to be set up. And Rob was there saying, "Look at you guys." He was so excited. He said, "It's like Liza Minnelli and Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr., you know." And Johnny just then dropped into the most amazing impression of Sammy Davis Jr. And Kevin McNally started singing a Frank Sinatra song, so I figured I must have been the Liza Minnelli. But it was a very useful note, you know, because I thought working in the court of George II is a new thing, and I thought maybe that's a little like playing Vegas. You've got to go out there with a whole new kind of energy. So it was great for me as an actor.
Right. Question there?
Yes, Isaac Kelly from Buenos Aires Herald. I would like to ask questions to Penélope. How is it for you to embody the character in an acquired language, like shifting from Spanish to English? What kind of adjustments you need to make in this respect?
Well, fortunately, I always get to work with a great dialect coach, and she's there and she helps me, and it's a little bit of extra work, but I love it. It gives me the opportunity to keep understanding the language, hopefully improving. And now I feel a little bit more freedom than before. When I worked with Johnny the first time, I didn't really understand a lot of what was going on the set, and I didn't like that feeling, you know. And I don't like missing things, and I feel lucky that I can work in different languages.
Yeah.
And
question over here.
Hi, Vincent Dowd, BBC World Service Radio. Specifically for Geoffrey, you were last in the spotlight for a, I don't know, maybe $12 million picture, The King's Speech. This cost a lot more than $12 million. For the actor, when you're making, and then when you're promoting movies which are relatively small and then huge, is it a completely different experience, or does it not really matter?
I think, as Johnny said, look, it is different, you know, because the budget on this was bigger than The King's Speech. This was 13 million, wasn't it, Joe? I think. Yeah. The scale of it is certainly different. You know, you're on a pirate film and the budget is very big, but when you're shooting scenes out at sea and you've got to take out 80 pirates and all the stunt doubles and all the marine crew and the makeup people. I remember at World's End, on the call sheet one day, it said there's 800 people for lunch. You know, he throws a mean lunch. But as an actor, I don't think we approach it in a different way. I mean, I'm still analyzing the script to try and find out how the other people talk about this character, what he actually does, what he says, whether it's playing a speech therapist or whether it's playing a pirate. It's good that I keep working with people called King George. That's been very useful. But no, I don't find it different.
A question over here.
Okay, thank you. It's this question for Johnny Depp. Thank you very much. My name is Tatiana from W Radio and Caracol Television from Colombia. You have come here at Cannes many times to present movies. How do you feel presenting this movie here? And do you think the public is going to like it? And do you fear maybe the critics?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always feared the critics. They really scare me. And that's why we've come to Cannes. Yeah. I mean, it's a great honor to present a film such as this, you know, in such an incredible arena. I mean, to so many people, and to have that many, you know, people see the film all at once. It's a real honor. I mean, Cannes is you know, it's the pinnacle, you know. So yeah, I mean, we're all very, very honored to be here. Is it your normal Cannes fare? No, I wouldn't say that, but we were invited to show it, and we're excited about it. And the wine isn't bad. Food's pretty good. People are nice. Yeah, no. Do I think that the audience will like it? I think so. I mean, you know, you never know. I mean, somebody could have stepped on a rusty nail in a bad day, or you know, a gas pocket. Who knows? I'm thinking that people will like it because I mean, from the first second we went well out of our way, each and every one of us, to bring something very new and very fresh. To, you know, something that already has a kind of a backpack filled with a trilogy in it, you know. So we wanted to deliver something to the people that was expressly made for the people, sculpted for the people, and with them in mind. So if they don't like it, it's their own fault.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
A question here.
Hi, this is Tiago Stivaleri from Brazil. Short questions to Penelope and Johnny. Let's talk a little bit about the subject of the film, The Fountain of Youth. Penelope, Angelica says at the end of the film something like, you know how I need all those years. I'd like to know how's aging for you, and would you like to find the Fountain of Youth? And to Johnny, Jack Sparrow says at the end, you know, maybe I don't need all those tears, maybe I am eternal. So how many more Jack Sparrows can we expect? Thank you.
The Fountain of Youth.
She already drank it.
Thank you, Johnny. I don't know. I think birthdays are always something to celebrate. I'm looking forward, you know, to every step of the way, and maybe because I'm from Spain, that's looked in a different way there than, for example, in a place like Los Angeles, no, in our industry. But I will always be a Spanish actress working there or wherever I go to work. And there are a lot of things that I keep, you know, from my roots, and that's one of them, the way we look at that. I don't ever want to be afraid of that. Change is good.
Johnny, the second part of the question was for you.
Yes. How many more Captain Jacks? Again, you know, I mean, as long as you have, if you are surrounded by such an amazing, you know, and creative force, such as Jerry, such as Rob, such as, you know, strong actors like these guys, I mean, I think the possibilities are endless. I mean, you know, but really, ultimately and truly, you know, these films are made for the people, and it's the people that go in and they pay their hard-earned money to see these things. And, you know, if the people get tired of it or something, then that's when it stops, I think, you know, really, you know. And I suppose, like what I was saying earlier, you know, when the process becomes impure, if the process becomes impure, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and I know that every single person up here is doing it for the right reason, you know, it's not just all about the sort of ka-ching, ka-ching. I mean, you know, some people lose the sight of the fact that is the movie business. So if a lot of money is spent on making a film, then certainly whoever spent that money expects a return on it. But that's not the reason that we dove in. That's not the reason that we go in and make asses of ourselves. We do that for the people. So as long as the people want it, I'm there.
Question over there.